Hello everyone, my name is Subodh Sharma. I'm from Pink Woolf, and today I wanted to discuss Pink Woolf's range of shaving brushes that we have and talk a bit with everyone about it. Okay, that shaving brush that you see out there is one of the few limited edition models. It's a blue monster but with boar bristles instead of the synthetic bristles that we sell on our website. Um, so anyway, when we started off in 2019, we the first shaving brush that we launched was this one. This has now been discontinued. It's a 22 millimeter synthetic brush with a handle design, that we worked on, and we ultimately launched it. It's in resin. It's not wood. It's not. It's you can imagine from the sound. It's heavy. Okay. So this has now been discontinued, but I mean our range now consists of the entry level shaving brush, which is this one, the 22 pH, made with the synthetic fibers, bristles, extremely soft. I mean, so soft that one of our customers actually said when they used it the first time, it's like velvet. So we, as an honor to the customer, and we spoke to the customer as well, we named the shaving brush as a velvet shaving brush. It's a soft shaving brush for men, and it does a really good job. So number one, it's got a 22 millimeter knot. The handle is made of plastic. It's lightweight. It's about 32 grams and does a really good job in terms of while traveling, or you don't need to worry about keeping it upside down like in the stand over there. You can just keep it anywhere, shave, rinse it off, and then leave it. Within 5 minutes, it's completely dry. Okay, that's the power of synthetic bristle hair. The next level of shaving brushes that we have are, either the boar bristles shaving brush or the tuxedo. Now, the tuxedo is a synthetic bristle, and the boar is, well, a boar bristle brush. This one is 24 millimeter in knot, and this one has a 25 millimeter knot. From my earlier experience with the Omega brush that I bought in Chennai in 2010, one of the things I realized is that the board brush needs to have height and width and also strength in terms of density, in terms of knot. And that's what we did with this brush that we launched a couple of years ago. This has been the mainstay. Now, keep in mind that it will smell like boar bristles. It's not been bleached or anything. It's as pure as you can get from a boar bristle. It does have a break-in period. For newcomers to the channel, the break-in period is when the boar bristles are fresh and but they haven't become soft. So if I place my hands on the synthetic bristle, I can still feel an extreme amount of softness, very soft. Okay, but on the other hand, when I do this in the boar bristles, I'm not going to experience a prickly nature or a pointed nature, but it will be a little bit stiff compared to the synthetic fibers. So that stiffness is what goes away in a week, 2 weeks, or sometimes 4 weeks of shaving and using with the water. Um, my only advice to all of you is do not try to accelerate the process of breaking in a board brush. A board brush is probably your best friend after your girlfriend or your wife. The reason I say that is because I myself have a board brush which has been with me for the last 15 years. Okay. So let it take its time, let nature take its course, and don't try to rush it in. Okay. That's the board brush that we have. Along with this, after a few years, a couple of our customers came in. So we talk extensively with our customers via phone, via email, via WhatsApp. And they came back asking, we need a soft shaving brush that is ready to use, does not need a break-in, and has very soft bristles compared to the normal bow brush that we have. So after a few years, when customers said we want a very soft board bristle which is ready to use, straight out of the box, and has a much more thicker backbone, and does an amazing job of making lather is when we launched the maroon boar shaving brush. This is a 28 millimeter knot compared to this one, which is a 25 millimeter knot. Does it make a huge difference between 25 and 28? In the real world, someone who is experienced, someone who is an experienced shaver and someone who actually enjoys shaving tremendously, someone like me, okay, perhaps, and many like yourself, right? To them, a 28 millimeter makes a huge difference. Okay, so these bristles compared to the other board brush are extremely soft. I can feel this softness, very easily compared to slight stiffy nature of these bristles. Both are made with the vessel handles, 25 millimeter, 28 millimeter, and the backbone is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Does an amazing job of exfoliating, does not smell so much compared to this one in terms of board bristles. There is a smell. We do bleach it, but not to the extent that all the work is done by us. So you will have to. It's ready to use out of the box. You don't need to break it in or anything at all. Okay. And then the last one that we have is honestly it is my favorite for sure. Comes in a box like this called the Blue Monster. Okay, and 28 millimeter of pure shaving experience. Has a nice bulb type knot to it, extremely soft. And it does an amazing job with creating lather, whether it's a tube or a jar or a shaving soap or anything you name it, and it will create lather. Point number one. Point number two, that lather is going to stay on this brush for 10, 15 minutes or so, so you don't need to again remake more lather for the second set. Or after the first one, if somebody calls and says something and you get interrupted, when you come back, you'll find lather on top of the brush. So it's that good. Okay. Yes, it's expensive, but in terms of having a best friend for life, I think this one and this one, these two are both, top contenders for the best friend in life. Um, and that's what we have. So from an entry level perspective, so if you are a new person who is just taken on shaving and who is looking at a value product, go for this one. Okay, it will not fail you. If you are a new person into shaving and you want to experiment and maybe you're looking for a premium product, but at the same time you don't want to spend too much and go to the top end straight away, then it depends on either one of these. The tuxedo synthetic bristle, the board brush, with board bristles, either one of them is going to do the job for you. Okay, is there a huge difference in terms of lather from between these two? The synthetic one will always hold lather a little bit longer, although again, in all the tests that we've done, it's a matter of perception and it's a matter of experience of how you made the lather. So both do a very good job of creating lather. And then at the top range, you've got, if you're an experienced shaver looking to increase your experience, your shaving experience, and enjoy shaving a lot more, go for the maroon brush. Or if you want something that is handy, you can put it in your laptop bag, take it for traveling to States, Europe, anywhere in the world. This one does a great job because it dries really fast. This will take some time to dry out because it's got board bristles. Okay. Now keep in mind that both the board bristles will lose a few, they will shed a few bristles now and then. But this usually stops at the end of first 1 week to 10 days, 7 to 10 days later, all the bristles have stopped completely. Um, this one might shed one or two. These two, we haven't had any complaint from any customer of shedding bristles at all. Okay, so that's the range, starting from the value to the mid-level, these two, and then you've got the top level. You can see the heights from all of these, the smallest, mid-size, and then the large size. Um, and then, well, this is not there anymore, which I'm just gonna hide it. But five shaving brushes. We are looking. We always keep experimenting, and we always try and see what else we can offer to you. So it's going to take some time. I think the next level, if we ever do it, is going to be a much thicker and bigger brush than this one, whose height might be somewhere over here. But let's see. You never know. Okay. As long as your support, your trust in us continues, that's much more important to us than launching new products. If you have friends or relatives who you think can benefit from any of these shaving brushes, send them to pinkwoolf.com, and we look forward to welcoming you once again. Thank you so much for all your support and encouragement.